Hey, welcome back to either Pokesoo channel on YouTube or Reverb. Hey, this is really an interesting bass. It looks great. I mean, looks like it needs a cleaning. It's got some of those little surface level scratches in the finish, that any old thing. But it looks like it hasn't been cleaned for a long time. But I mean, overall, it's pretty darn clean. But this is a really interesting bass. I looked around the net. I didn't see even one other one for sale. Some of the smudges on here, I think, just will come off with cleaning. But like I said, it's got some of those little surface level scratches. But this I really do believe this is a limited production because I didn't see even one other one for sale. And the amount, I'm just using a bass, I mean a guitar amp. But the bottom end on this is incredible, and it's got this veritone switch. That you get different. These strings have probably been on here 2 years at least. Now, if you change this, see which one is it here? Yeah, so you can turn one of them down. So you just have like the back. This is I'm mostly a guitar player, but I play a little bit of bass. But this is a really impressive bass. It's like when you pick up a piece of equipment and you play it and you kind of get excited. That's kind of what I'm feeling with this. This is not a normal bass. This has really got some. Okay, now there I'm using mostly the front pickup here, but I'm not trying to oversell. I'm just saying this is really a special bass. And it sounds these strings are probably 3 years old. They're really old strings. So they'll even sound better with newer strings in it. But the tone is so rock solid on it, man. It's just like, it's like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just has that solid mahogany sound, and just, I think the neck gives it an extra tone too, but it's a lot of bass for the money, and it's really, really rare, but it really sounds good. I played it yesterday, and I was just like, wow. But these strings are super old. You get a lot of different sounds by, it plays pretty darn good. But man, the sound is just unbelievable. I'm trying to experiment. You know what it reminds me of? This sound reminds me of maybe the sound of like in Cream, like the bass parts in Cream or something, I'm going way back in my mind. But it's just a solidity of tone. I don't hear this solid sound in your bolt-on necks like your Fender, Precision bass and your Fender jazz basses, which are great basses, by the way. But with the glued-in neck like this and the mahogany, I do believe it's a solid mahogany body. You get a bottom end that you just don't get from a bolt-on neck. If you're a bass player, this is something special, I'll tell you. said, when you mess with the switch, and when you mess with the volume control for each separate pickup, you get lots of different tones. This is really a cool bass. I wouldn't even mind keeping it, really, but man, it's not a good idea to fall in love with your inventory. But this is really a nice bass. And I'm just using an old PV guitar amp, and I hardly have any volume at all on it. But yeah, the solidity, the solid, the bottom end on this, I don't, I've had lots of precision basses. I've even had a 53 Fender bass once, a real 53. I've had jazz basses. I've had a lot of basses, being that I'm 67 and I write some pretty complicated music. So it's hard to find bass players, so I've had to cover my own bass parts. But yeah, this is a... And it plays pretty darn good, too. But see, yeah, when you start messing with it... It's just, yeah, it's got some really, I think the magic of a lot of tone is in the mid bass. That's what I've noticed about guitars and basses, and even acoustic guitars. The mid bass and the mids is so important to the magic. The fact that it has this much tone, being that these strings are, I think the guy told me they're like at least 3 years old strings, really old strings. This bass will get you a bottom end that you're not even going to get using different speakers or different amps. It's a lot of it is in the guitar, so very simple demo. But yeah, this is a really nice bass. I really wouldn't even mind keeping it because I know it would just add a certain quality to any recording or live. Hearing a little bit of a buzzing sound. It might be this stupid thing here. I'll let somebody else mess with it. But yeah, this bass is nice, man. Really. But yeah, like I said, these strings have been on here forever, probably years, you know. Anyway, I'm going to keep this demo low, but yeah, this is a lot of bass for the money. I've never seen one. I go to music stores to buy strings sometimes and stuff. This is really nice. Yeah, it's kind of a hard instrument to put down. Like I said, these strings have got to be at least 3 years old. So, like I said, it's got some surface level scratches. It looks like it needs to be cleaned. It's got some little funny little things that look like just grime, you know. But yeah, this is like an EB-3 or something, but it's got 5 strings. It's a glued-in neck, not a bolt-on neck. This is one badass bass, I'll tell you, man. And it really just so solid sounding. So I'll miss this. I'm almost tempted to keep it. So you know, but like I said, I looked around. I didn't see not even one other one for sale. Just need some new strings. I think you're ready to go. All right, folks, take care and. Get you on the flip side.